In this world of ours, we often feel powerless, victims of circumstance and fate. But I tell you now, this is the greatest illusion of all. For within you resides the power to create, to manifest, to bring forth your deepest desires into tangible reality. This power is not something to be earned or acquired, but a gift bestowed upon you by the very nature of your existence. Consider for a moment the vast universe that surrounds us. The infinite stars, the boundless galaxies, the intricate dance of planets and celestial bodies. All of this, every atom and particle, is but an expression of the divine imagination. And you, my dear friends, are cut from the same cloth. You are imagination incarnate, a living, breathing expression of God's creative power. Now you may ask, if I possess such power, why does my life not reflect my desires? The answer, my friends, is simple yet profound. You have been using this power unconsciously, unaware of its true nature and potential. Your current circumstances, be they joyous or challenging, are but the fruits of your past imaginings. To harness this God-gifted power, we must first understand its nature. It is not something external to be grasped or manipulated, but an internal state to be realized and embodied. This power responds not to your conscious wishes or fleeting desires, but to the deepest convictions of your heart and mind. Imagine, if you will, a seed planted in fertile soil. This seed contains within it the blueprint of a mighty oak tree. It does not struggle or strain to become a tree. It simply unfolds according to its nature, drawing nourishment from its environment. In the same way, your desires contain within them the seeds of their own fulfillment. Your task is not to force them into being, but to provide the fertile soil of your consciousness for them to take root and flourish. The first step in this process is to cultivate awareness. Become acutely conscious of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, for these are the building blocks of your reality. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold is a seed planted in the garden of your life. What harvest are you currently reaping? As you become aware of your inner world, you may discover thoughts and beliefs that do not serve your highest good. Limiting beliefs, self-doubt, fear, these are the weeds that choke the life from your desires. But do not despair, for just as you have the power to create, you have the power to transform. The next step is to harness the power of your imagination. For imagination is the language of the divine, the very substance of creation. When you imagine, you are not engaging in mere fantasy or daydreaming. You are in fact shaping the very fabric of your reality. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your ideal life. See it in vivid detail. Feel the emotions associated with living that life. Hear the sounds, smell the scents, taste the flavors of your desired reality. As you do this, you are not merely visualizing, you are experiencing your desire in the realm of imagination, which is the womb of physical manifestation. But imagination alone is not enough. For your imaginal acts to bear fruit in the physical world, they must be coupled with unwavering faith. Faith, my friends, is not blind belief in the unseen. It is the conviction of the reality of the imagined state. When you have true faith, you do not hope for your desire to manifest. You know with absolute certainty that it is already yours. This knowing, this unshakable faith, is the key that unlocks the door to your desired reality. For you see, in the realm of the divine, there is no past, present, or future. All exists in an eternal now. Therefore, when you imagine your desire fulfilled and feel the reality of it with every fiber of your being, you are, in that moment, experiencing it as an accomplished fact. The power of this realization cannot be overstated. For when you truly understand and embody this truth, you cease to strive and struggle. You no longer feel the need to manipulate external circumstances or control others to achieve your goals. Instead, you rest in the calm assurance that your desire is already yours, and that the outer world must conform to this inner knowing. This, my dear friends, is the state of living from the end. It is a state where you no longer pray to a distant God for your desires to be fulfilled, but instead you pray from the consciousness of the wish fulfilled. You give thanks not for what you hope to receive, but for what you know you already possess. Living from the end requires a fundamental shift in consciousness. It calls for you to abandon your old identity, your old story, and step fully into the version of yourself that has already achieved your desire. This is not pretense or make-believe. It is a recognition of your true nature as a divine being, capable of shaping reality through the power of consciousness. As you embrace this new state of being, you may find that the outer world seems slow to catch up. This is where patience and persistence come into play. Remember, just as a seed takes time to sprout and grow into a mighty tree, your imaginal acts need time to bear fruit in the physical realm. During this period of gestation, it is crucial to maintain your faith. Do not waver in your conviction, no matter what your physical senses may tell you. For the outer world is but a shadow, a reflection of past thoughts and beliefs. Your task is to hold steadfast to your new state of consciousness, knowing that the outer must inevitably conform to the inner. This process of manifestation is not about forcing change or manipulating circumstances. It is about aligning yourself with the natural flow of divine creation. Just as a river does not struggle to reach the ocean, but flows effortlessly along the path of least resistance, your desires will manifest with ease and grace when you align yourself with the divine flow. To maintain this alignment, it is essential to cultivate a sense of gratitude. Gratitude is not merely a polite sentiment, but a powerful creative force. When you are truly grateful, you are acknowledging the presence of your desire in your life. You are affirming its reality, even before it manifests in the physical realm. Practice gratitude not just for what you can see and touch, but for the unseen blessings that are even now unfolding in your life. Give thanks for the wisdom that guides you, the love that surrounds you, and the power that resides within you. As you do this, you open yourself to receive even greater blessings. Another crucial aspect of harnessing your God-gifted power is to release attachment to outcomes. This may seem counterintuitive, for how can you manifest your desires if you are not attached to them? But attachment, my friends, is born of fear and lack. It is a subtle affirmation that you do not yet possess what you desire. Instead, cultivate a state of allowing, trust in the wisdom of the divine to bring your desires to fruition in the perfect way and at the perfect time. Your job is not to orchestrate the how and when of manifestation, but to hold the energy of your desire with unwavering faith and joyful expectation. As you practice these principles, you may find that your desires begin to shift and evolve. This is natural and to be welcomed. For as you align yourself more fully with your divine nature, your desires will naturally align with your highest good and the highest good of all. Do not be afraid to dream big, to desire greatly. The power within you is infinite, capable of manifesting realities beyond your wildest imaginings. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. As you tap into this divine creative force, use it wisely and with love. For you see, this power is not given to you for selfish gain or to dominate others. It is bestowed upon you as a sacred trust to be used in service of the greater good. As you manifest your desires, consider how your fulfilled wishes can bring light, love, and joy not just to yourself, but to all those around you. Imagine a world where every individual recognizes and harnesses this God-gifted power. A A world where each person lives from a state of abundance, love, and joy. This, my friends, is not a utopian fantasy, but the very reality we are called to create. As you step into this new understanding of your divine nature and creative power, you may encounter resistance, both from within yourself and from the world around you. This is to be expected. For centuries, we have been conditioned to believe in our limitations, to see ourselves as separate from the divine and powerless to shape our reality. But I tell you now, these beliefs are nothing more than illusions, shadows cast by the light of truth. They have no power over you unless you give them power through your belief. When you encounter such resistance, do not fight against it. Instead, observe it with detachment, recognizing it for what it is, the last gasp of an old paradigm that no longer serves you. Remember, what you resist persists. By fighting against limiting beliefs or challenging circumstances, you are inadvertently giving them power and prolonging their existence in your reality. Instead, turn your attention fully to the new state you wish to embody. Feed it with your faith, nurture it with your imagination, and watch as it grows stronger, eventually displacing the old. This process of transformation is not always easy or comfortable. It requires courage to let go of the familiar, even when the familiar no longer serves you. It demands faith to step into the unknown, trusting in the unseen. But I assure you, the rewards are beyond measure. As you begin to live from this new state of consciousness, you may find that your entire perception of the world shifts. What once seemed impossible becomes probable. What was once a struggle becomes effortless. You begin to see the hand of the divine in every aspect of your life, guiding you, supporting you, conspiring in your favor. This shift in perception is not just a pleasant side effect of manifesting your desires. It is, in fact, the very key to sustain success and fulfillment. For when you see the world through the eyes of the divine, you recognize the inherent abundance and perfection of all that is. You cease to operate from a place of lack or fear, and instead move through life with grace and ease. In this state of divine perception, synchronicities abound. You find yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, encountering the perfect opportunities. This is not mere coincidence, but the natural result of aligning yourself with the flow of divine creation. As you continue to practice living from the end, imagining your desires fulfilled and embodying the consciousness of your ideal self, you may find that the very nature of your desires evolves. What once seemed important may fall away, replaced by deeper, more meaningful aspirations. This too is part of the journey, for as you align more fully with your divine nature, your desires naturally come into harmony with your highest good and the highest good of all. You begin to desire not just for yourself, but for the betterment of all humanity. Imagine, if you will, a world where every individual recognizes and harnesses this God-gifted power. A world where each person lives from a state of abundance, love, and joy. Where competition gives way to cooperation. Where fear is replaced by faith, and where lack is transformed into plenty. This, my dear friends, is not a utopian fantasy, but the very reality we are called to create. And it begins with you here and now, recognizing and claiming your divine nature and creative power. As you step into this new understanding, you become a beacon of light in the world. Your very presence becomes a testament to the transformative power of living in alignment with divine truth. Others will be drawn to your light, curious about the source of your peace, your joy, your unwavering faith. And here lies your greatest opportunity for service. For as you share your understanding, as you demonstrate through your own life the reality of these principles, you become a catalyst for global transformation. You become an instrument of divine will, playing your unique part in the grand symphony of creation. But remember, dear ones, this is not about proselytizing or forcing your beliefs upon others. It is about living your truth so fully, so joyfully, that others cannot help but take notice. It is about being a living example of the power of imagination, faith, and divine alignment. As you continue on this path, you may encounter moments of doubt or uncertainty. This is natural and to be expected, for you are navigating uncharted waters, breaking free from the limitations of conventional thinking and stepping into the boundless realm of divine possibility. In these moments, return to the basics. Remind yourself of your true nature as an expression of the divine. Reconnect with the feeling of your desire fulfilled. Reaffirm your faith in the unseen reality that is even now taking shape in your life. And above all, be patient and kind with yourself. This journey of awakening and manifestation is not a destination to be reached, but a continuous unfolding. Each day brings new opportunities for growth, for deepening your understanding, for expanding your capacity to receive and express divine love and creativity. Remember, the power you are learning to harness is not something external to be acquired or achieved. It is your very essence, the core of your being. You are not becoming something you are not. You are simply remembering who you truly are. As you embrace this truth, you may find that your entire approach to life shifts. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles to be overcome, you recognize them as opportunities for growth and expansion. Instead of fearing change, you welcome it as a sign of your evolving consciousness. You begin to see every experience, every interaction, every moment as a gift, a precious opportunity to express and experience your divine nature. Even seeming setbacks or disappointments are recognized as stepping stones, guiding you towards greater alignment with your true self and your highest good. In this state of divine awareness, you no longer need to seek happiness or fulfillment from external sources. You recognize that true joy, lasting peace, and boundless love arise from within, from your connection to the divine source of all being. This inner wellspring of joy becomes the foundation of your life, informing every thought, word, and action. You no longer act from a place of need or lack, but from a place of fullness and abundance. Your relationships deepen, your work becomes more fulfilling, and your impact on the world grows exponentially. As you continue to live from this expanded state of consciousness, you may find that your very presence becomes a transformative force in the world. Without effort or intention, you begin to uplift those around you, inspiring them to recognize and claim their own divine nature and creative power. This, dear ones, is the ripple effect of living in alignment with divine truth. As you transform your own life through the power of imagination and faith, you create a field of possibility that touches everyone, everything around you. Imagine the collective impact if each one of us were to fully embrace and express our divine nature. The world as we know it would be transformed overnight. Conflict would give way to cooperation, scarcity to abundance, fear to love. This is not a far-off dream, but a very real possibility. And it begins with you here and now, choosing to live from the consciousness of your divine self, choosing to see the world through the eyes of love, choosing to use your God-gifted power to create a life and a world that reflects the highest truth of who you are. As we draw this discourse to a close, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on what you've heard. Allow these truths to sink deep into your being, to take root in the fertile soil of your consciousness. Remember, the power to manifest your desired life is not something you need to acquire or develop. It is your birthright, your inherent nature as an expression of the divine. Your task is simply to awaken to this truth, to align yourself with it, and to live from it with unwavering faith and joyful expectation. Begin today. Choose one desire, one aspect of your life that you wish to transform. See it clearly in your mind's eye. Feel the reality of it with every fiber of your being. Give thanks for it as if it were already accomplished. Then, release it to the divine wisdom that orchestrates all of creation, trusting that it will manifest in the perfect way and at the perfect time. As you do this, pay attention to the subtle shifts in your consciousness. Notice how your perception of yourself and the world around you begins to change. Observe the synchronicities that begin to appear in your life, guiding you towards the fulfillment of your desire. Remember, this is not a one-time exercise, but a new way of being. It requires practice, patience, and persistence. There may be moments of doubt or confusion along the way. When these arise, return to the truth of your divine nature. Reconnect with the feeling of your desire fulfilled. Reaffirm your faith in the unseen reality that is even now taking shape in your life. And above all, be kind and compassionate with yourself as you navigate this journey of awakening and manifestation. Celebrate each step forward, no matter how small it may seem. For each moment of alignment, each act of faith, each expression of gratitude is a powerful affirmation of your true nature and a step towards the full realization of your divine potential. As you continue to practice these principles, you will find that manifesting your desires becomes increasingly effortless. It becomes less about doing and more about being the version of yourself that has already achieved your desire, being in alignment with the divine flow of creation, being an expression of love, abundance, and joy. Remember, dear ones, you are not separate from God, but an individualized expression of the divine itself. The power to create, to manifest, to transform is not something outside of you, but the very essence of who you are. As you awaken to this truth and learn to live from it, you become a powerful force for good in the world, a beacon of light guiding others towards their own divine nature. Go forth now with the knowledge of your true nature and power. Embrace your divine identity as the creator of your reality. Imagine your desires fulfilled, feel the emotions of achievement, and live from that state of consciousness. Your faith, coupled with divine imagination, is the catalyst for transformation. Remember, manifestation is not about force, but alignment with the divine flow. Cultivate gratitude, release attachment to outcomes, and trust in perfect timing. As you evolve, your desires may shift. Welcome this as part of your spiritual growth. Use this power responsibly, considering how your manifested desires can benefit others. Envision a world where everyone recognizes their divine nature, creating a reality of abundance, love, and joy for all. When facing doubts or challenges, return to these core principles. Be patient and kind with yourself as you deepen your understanding and expand your capacity to receive. Your journey of awakening is ongoing. Each experience is an opportunity to express your divine nature. Find joy and fulfillment within, letting it inform your thoughts and actions. As you align with divine truth, you become a transformative presence, inspiring others to recognize their own power. This ripple effect has the potential to change the world. Start today. Choose one desire. Visualize it clearly, feel its reality, and give thanks for its fulfillment. Observe the shifts in your consciousness and the synchronicities that guide you. Practice consistently, being compassionate with yourself along the way. Celebrate each step forward, knowing that every moment of alignment affirms your true nature. Remember, you are an expression of the divine. The power to create and transform is your essence. As you live from this truth, you become a beacon of light, guiding others to their own divine nature. Go forth and create the life you desire, knowing that as you do so, you contribute to the elevation of all humanity. Your journey of divine manifestation begins now. Embrace it with joy, faith, and the unshakable knowledge of your true, limitless nature.